So continuing from my video this morning, touching on the similarities between East and West, which has become very clear over the last few days going from California to Shanghai. The area behind me is called Central Park. We just walked through here. As you can see, very similarities, surrounded by really high-end top-priced apartments. And then of course we wander here into the obligatory shopping mall. Just going to wander here past Starbucks, and as we go into the mall here, you're walking into shops such as Lacoste, you've got McDonald's, you've got Tesco's, you've got all of these well-known brands which have made a real impact on the Chinese shopping culture. So similarly as well with the West, China's gone through a period of sustained growth over the last 20 years particularly. Actually, their growth really kicked in here as the banking crisis hit, and the government were forced therefore to invest very heavily into their own infrastructure, including the high-speed rail links that they have here now, the airports, which are all brand new. And as you can see, these shopping malls, again, I know I touched on this when I was in Beijing previously, they're absolutely beautiful, and there's lots of them as well. Everywhere you go, you come across a mall, and they continue to grow, and people continue to shop. I mean, this is gosh, what day am I on now? It's a Friday morning. This is downtown Songjiang, just on the outskirts of Shanghai city centre, and it's busy. It's really busy. The challenges they face, well, this is interesting as well, because with the sustained growth, they've had sustained property price rises. Shanghai itself had the highest rising property prices in the world for about 3 years. So now the prices really are difficult, particularly for the younger people who are trying to get onto the property market for the first time. Rings a bell. We're in a similar position in the West, certainly in Europe, and when we were in California, they really struggle with it there because the land cost is so high. Additionally, the younger people here are having to travel further for educational purposes to get themselves to the really highest level. And most Chinese students, by the way, go all the way to master's level straight away. A lot of them do it in European countries or American Californian colleges. So again, they really look to educate their children to pass it on to the next generation. So this mall now, I'm just coming to the Times Square, oddly enough, part of the mall. It's surrounded by McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut, Papa John's. So you definitely wouldn't go hungry here, that's for sure, if you were craving some Western food. So East and West, are we so different? I think culturally there's a massive gulf, of course, but I think educationally, I think from a family unit, I believe from a business point of view, the entrepreneurial spirit, as I mentioned previously, there's nothing to choose between the two. Everyone is exactly the same, and it shows here. And I think we're all facing the same challenges as developed countries. This is a developed country, and it's a real testament to everybody converging after all these years of separation through the cultural challenges that we faced. That now the Chinese, the sort of Southeast Asian mentality is very much more towards making business, letting people stand on their own 2 feet, giving them the freedom to make money, make businesses themselves, as we've always had in the West and in developed countries.